7 out of every 10 software company founders that I speak with tell me, Tabish, we do have a number of projects lined up, but the biggest challenge that I'm facing is with the current team. I'm unable to ramp up quickly, and also retaining is becoming a huge challenge. We've been looking for design and development resources for the last 3 months and haven't been able to fill a number of vacancies yet. We're losing money every day. Hey there, I'm Tabish Bibikar and I coach and mentor founders of software companies to build scale in their business fast. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you could build a conscious strategy to not just survive but actually thrive even within this tech talent shortage. I've worked inside the software business myself for 14 years and have been coaching and mentoring entrepreneurs for the last 8 years. Since you're watching this video, I'm sure you've experienced a shortage of talent too at some point and at some level. Let's accept that this is a real challenge and is dragging a number of companies behind on their goals. But before we jump in to look at how we could deal with this challenge, let's just understand this issue a little more in depth. If you Google up Gartner, and look at the reports that they are publishing, and this was a report I saw in 2018, you'll see that it lists talents as amongst the top 5 emerging risks to organizations globally. Also, there are a number of other industry reports and surveys that predicted this gap over a decade ago. So this tech talent shortage isn't something that has been created all of a sudden now, but has been looming large for quite a while. The tech talent shortage can be attributed to these 4 aspects. 1, every single industry these days calls itself a tech industry, whether it's pharma, manufacturing, food, retail, or any other for that matter. No industry can really survive without leveraging technology. You've probably already heard Domino's CEO saying they are a tech company that sells pizza. So there is naturally a huge pull for software developers across all industries and not just IT. The total number of technology-oriented jobs is likely to be increasing by another 216% in the next 5 years. But if you look at the total count of qualified software engineers that are entering the market, and I'm not even talking about the skills in the latest technologies such as AI, ML, DevOps, etc., but just for the basic skills, it's going to take at least another 6 years to fill out all of those positions. So what this really means is that there are 5 jobs for every experienced software developer. So the demand keeps increasing and every company needs to rethink its hiring policies deeply. So here's my take on what realistically can be done to handle the situation. I'll break it down into short term and long term. So in the short term, that is almost right away, I suggest 1, you elevate or improvise your hiring process meticulously to ensure there are no loopholes here. Start with re-evaluating the job description for every single vacancy you have open. In my experience, a number of companies resort to the copy-paste methodology for creating job descriptions. The only thing that changes is the number of years of experience mentioned on it and the designation of the role. Seriously validate if, for example, you really need a 3 years experienced person on Flutter, fully responsible for mobile app development and can independently build and push applications on app stores. Also, the person must have expert level knowledge on data modeling and data structures. Also, the person must have a deep understanding of payment gateway integration, must have hands-on experience of Map API, etc., etc., etc. Please do reevaluate and be very sure you need the person to be an expert on all of those things. Avoid having a laundry list of must-have skills. Remember, a job description can make or break your recruitment efforts. With already a deficit of people, we don't want to be sabotaging our own efforts. The second aspect to remember. Hire for capabilities, not credentials. From a long-term perspective, it's important to implement the following. Create a 6-month rolling forecast for hiring resources, both lateral and freshers put together. Do not wait until the last minute to kickstart your recruitment process. Make hiring freshers straight out of college an ongoing activity and keep infusing them into your system. Today, for the same vacancy, it takes 3 months to fill up. So it's best that you get started hiring well in advance. A lot of software company founders tell me, Tabish, this isn't possible for us. As a small company, we cannot afford to have bench staff. My response to that is, as a small company, you cannot afford to let go of projects because you don't have the staff. It's actually the other way around that you should be focusing on. Focus heavily on revenue generation, not just expense control. Secondly, as a long-term strategy, you need to work on building higher levels of employee engagement. Employee engagement ensures high retention and requires conscious focus and efforts. There is a science and art behind how that is done. Learn about it and implement. Of course, not everyone will be committed to your company for life, and that's okay. But remember, companies with high employee engagement make 16% higher profitability, have 60% fewer defects, 18% higher productivity, and 100% more job applications. So it's super important that you get focused on this one. Do work with your coach to build these strategies one by one in your business. Change your thinking, change your results. If you've liked this video, please do not forget to like and share this. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more such videos sharing tips on scaling up. Thanks for watching.